Good evening, everybody. It's Brad Bockholdt, your Greater Milwaukee Area Representative with DMG MORI. I want to ask you a question. Do you remember Blockbuster Video, the video rental store that was big in the late 1980s through the early 2000s? They were pretty much a dominant force in the video rental era up until it became an online venture. At that time, they refused to adapt, and even when it offered up Netflix for pennies on the dollar, they chose not to buy in, and they decided to go the traditional way of physical video rentals, and within a few years went bankrupt. Think about Polaroid cameras. Established in 1937, a very dominant company in the hard film industry. They kind of coined themselves with their Instafilm, the cameras that would take the picture that you could shake in your hand 100 times and have an image right there that day. They were very well known in the industry for it. However, when digital cameras came along, they chose not to adapt. They chose to stick to their guns, to what they've done forever and known forever, and not too many years later, they also went bankrupt. Then I think about one of the biggest companies in the world. Someone that never really looked ahead at technology, kind of stuck to their tried and true morals of how they built their automobiles. I'm talking about a company that's historically known for one of the biggest bankruptcies in the world, in history, General Motors. See, each and every one of these companies claimed bankruptcy at one point or another, and they had to do so because they failed to adapt. They failed to evolve to that next level of technology. And it's not out of ignorance. They just had a method that seemed to work very well for them. And that didn't show up until 5 or 6 years later when the technology had surpassed them and everybody in the industry was purchasing the newer, better product. So I'd ask you, when you look at your shop floor, when's the last time you've invested in anything that had a higher level of technology? Even when you're looking at machine tool sales or machine tool purchases nowadays, are you thinking automation? Are you thinking technology cycles? Are you thinking about doing multiple operational manufacturing? I think we need to start looking in that direction, everybody. I don't want you to get frustrated with me. I don't want you to change your tune in everything you're doing, but I'm not trying to get you from the Flintstones to the Jetsons here. We're not looking 20 years in the future. I'm trying to get you guys into the last century. I mean, to be truly honest, there's technologies that have been out there for 10, 20, maybe even 30 years that I can guarantee you have not hit your floor. Now, whether it's automated solutions, traditional machines that just have significant technology cycles to them, or even just adapting some of our engineering qualities within our company's capability to help you guys optimize your shop floor. Call me, text me, email me. I'd love to have these conversations. I love to learn more about your shop and how we can support you guys. I don't want to worry about the next 2 to 3 years. I know you guys are good. I'm worried about the next 10, 20 years, that next generation, and how we can keep your shop, your name alive. All right, everybody, have a good evening.